In today's precious pravachan, Maharaj gently but firmly emphasizes the unshakable truth of our age. Never let go of the divine name. Maharaj says, willpower can move even the material world. So what of the spiritual one? If we call on God through Nama with real yearning, He must respond. Maharaj reminds us that ceaseless Namasmarana is both the journey and the destination, a means and an end. He assures us that even if we begin Nama with worldly aims, its grace will eventually free us from all craving and bring us to the feet of the Lord. In the Kali Yuga, it is this deep conviction and surrender to Nama that brings transformation. To deepen this reflection, we recall the life of Sant Singhaji Maharaj, the 15th century mystic of Nimar, Madhya Pradesh. Born among shepherds, his bhakti and devotion to the divine name turned him into a saint whose legacy still inspires thousands every year. Willpower can be so strong that it can even physically attract the desired thing. In the same way, the Lord is definitely accessible to one who really strongly yearns for Him. One may acquire an abundance of material things, but they will all fail to give lasting satisfaction because they are all imperfect, impermanent. As against these, the Lord Himself being the pinnacle of perfection, when He is attained, all mundane desires wane and eventually perish, leaving only pure contentment and bliss. So always aspire to attain Him. To chant Nama ceaselessly is really just like saying over and over, I want you. It is you that I yearn for. If we, leave everything in life to Rama, we shall find that He gives us far more than what can be normally expected or even imagined. We should go about in life in the faith that our body, our life, are all under the direction and control of Rama. And well, if our conviction to that effect is unshakable, we shall never feel want. One particular feature of Namasmarana should be noted. Even if it is done with a mundane objective, which may even be achieved, it gradually attenuates desire, and eventually the mind becomes entirely free from it. Therefore, take to Namasmarana, no matter with what object. Of course, if the objective itself is to become desireless, the purpose will be achieved much sooner. Namasmarana is not only the means, it is also the object. We should have the conviction that Nama is ultimate reality itself. When we undertake any act, we constantly bear the desired result in mind. Similarly, when we chant Nama, we should always be aware of the objective, namely, realizing God. To keep so aware without break constitutes Anusandhan. As a matter of fact, we are part and parcel of God, the ultimate reality. We are deluded into believing that sensory pleasure is the objective, the end and aim of human life. The saints remind us that sense pleasures are not the true goal, but the realization of our true nature is the goal of our life. Repeatedly chanting Nama is constantly to remind ourselves of this fact. So repeatedly chant Nama. Pray to God from the bottom of your heart, and God will absolve you of all past sins of commission and omission. For this I give you my word. Sant Singhaji Maharaj was born in the 15th century in Khajuri village of Madhya Pradesh. He belonged to a humble shepherd community, without any formal scriptural training or exposure to ritualistic practices. But what he did possess was deep, heartfelt devotion to the divine name. Singhaji was drawn to spiritual life early on and would often sing bhajans while tending cattle. He came into contact with his Sadguru, Saint Manrangir Maharaj, and from that moment, his life became a flowing stream of Nama and devotion. What's remarkable is that Singhaji never sought spiritual powers, recognition, or even liberation. His only request was that the Lord remain on his lips, in his heart, in every breath. He composed and sang bhajans that emphasized simplicity, humility, and the importance of Nama, often sung in the local dialect to make it accessible to the villagers. He once told a group of listeners, "I have no mantra but Hari's name, no temple but this heart, and no wealth but bhakti." Even as others asked him to perform miracles or grant boons, he would always reply, "Nama is enough. Take it with love, and you'll receive more than I can ever give you." His teachings resonate perfectly with today's pravachan. Never give up the divine name, for in it lies all fulfillment. Maharaj's words today echo like a divine bell in our hearts. Hold on to Nama, do not leave it. Even if your hands are empty, if your heart clutches the divine name, you are wealthier than kings. Just like Sansingaji, let us chant not for reward but for the joy of remembrance. If we feel tired, chant more. If we feel despair, chant louder. Let us never forget that the divine name is not just the means, it is the beloved himself. As Maharaj concludes, pray to God from the bottom of your heart and God will absolve you. So let us begin today, just with that one word, from the depths of our being, Rama,